I genuinely cannot believe that this will be the last blog post before the game officially releases on Tuesday. Wild stuff, but we got the blog post. Let's just get right into it. Tony starts this week's blog post with a showcase of contraption weapons, which in short are weapons that you can use on your contraptions in the sandbox mode. You can even use the fizz gun, which is shown right here, with a contraption, which is also insane. And what's really nice is that Tony decided to showcase some of the other weapons that will be coming most likely this week, which is the rocket launcher and a couple of other ones. But it's very nice to see that you can use the fizz gun in a contraption, which I'm not sure if I've seen that before within Garry's mod, but apparently you can do that now in Sandbox. Render target screens have been added to the Sandbox mode. These are really cool as you'll be able to create your own sort of TV screens for you to use within the Sandbox mode. It's already been a feature for you to create within the Sandbox editor to use for your games too, as Tony provides some code examples showing it below. Lorenz has added the ability to auto-generate LODs directly in the model dock. This is really awesome, as Lorenz mentions that the system is designed to be as easy to use as possible, and you should get decent results with the default settings. However, you can also fine-tune individual settings and even mix handcrafted and auto-generated LODs. Carson shows off that you can now import sprites from a sprite sheet without needing to manually split them up. Just set rows and columns and select which frames you want to import. Layla mentions another big tool from Hammer that has been brought over, which is the bridge tool, where you can go and bridge edges and faces for your maps. Soul mentions sometimes when you're trying to join a game on Sandbox, you'll be thrown back to the menu without knowing as to why. Now that they fixed the connection flow so that you can see the reason as to why you're disconnected, which is pretty nice. Matt has fixed some artifacting that was happening on AMD cards, which should now help many different type of AMD GPU users. Lorenz mentions that they've removed FFmpeg and now added a selection of the most used codecs for videos such as AV1, WebM, and Opus. They've also mentioned which ones they'll be using and the respective formats in terms of the codecs below. They've also added AV1 encoding to the backend, making this very good for sizes of videos that are used and presented on Sandbox. Garry has updated the finance chart to be even more detailed. He's presented new information on their costs for running Sandbox as a company, salaries, server costs, taxes, play fund, and more. Garry also says that people will probably say that he's crazy for showing all of this in terms of either making or losing money, but the benefits are worth it, as he wants people to see the sustainability of the platform itself. After all, they're not after short-term financial success, they're in it for the long haul. Matt continues to show off some more awesome updates, such as the new UI batching fixes. In short, the batches are meant to help increase FPS, and this was shown to be very fruitful, as now blend modes and deferred batching has also been fixed. Soul mentions that parties have been a thing in Sandbox for ages, but they recently just refreshed the look and feel of the parties to fit with the current UI. There's a bunch of changes to the party experience that you would expect, like party leaders being able to start and join games, kicking players from the party, inviting and accepting directly from the Steam overlay, and even party voice chat. And lastly, Sam closes out this blog post for mentioning how AO optimizations run at half resolution now, so it's much faster and optimized. So with some closing thoughts, it's wild to think that within 6 days, we're finally going to be going into a new era of Sandbox games and of games that we could see become the next hits of indie developed games made using Sandbox as the engine of choice. I do have a stream planned for release day, of course, possibly some other cool surprises. And if you're interested, I'll be doing this stream on Twitch, which you can see right here. Make sure to go and follow it. But yes, I'm excited to see how launch is going to be and what is going to happen. That's all we have for this video. Feel free to subscribe to the channel for more awesome updates on Sandbox, gems that you might just get the chance to go and play yourself if you do decide to buy it on release day, and much more. Also, check this video too, because this video is really nice. I'll see you guys then in the next one, or actually see you guys on release day.